Even if you think you're a major fuck up, absolutely broke and you've hit rock bottom, this video is gonna be a reminder that you're never too far away from your first $1 million. And before you start rolling your eyes at this claim, please hear me out. Addicted to gaming, flunking at school, $0 in the bank, and the worst of all, I had no purpose in life. Cut to now, 4 years later, I'm an 8-figure dropshipper living my dream life. Was the journey as easy as it sounds though? No. I had my fair shares of scams and losses myself. I had to kill campaign after campaign. And I've tried countless of different strategies before I was able to hit my first million. But ultimately, all of this taught me some insane lessons that no money or degree could ever buy you. And today, I'm gonna be sharing 7 of them as I take you behind the scenes of my success. But first, let me be clear on one thing. I'm not gonna be flaunting my house or millionaire lifestyle or the usual cringe you see in these rags to riches stories. I'm gonna be keeping it 100% real. This video will be about the failures and hiccups that it took me to get there, the things that didn't work for me, how long my journey was, and what you need to do to avoid the same mistakes that I made. And keep watching until the end because I'm gonna be sharing some dropshipping secrets that no other gurus will ever share with you. Take this video as your personal comprehensive guide to getting started in dropshipping, which is a video that I never had when I got started in 2019. So, time to start taking notes with lesson number 1. Do not keep yourself poor. You heard me. The problem with you living at the bottom of the barrel isn't that you have no money or are unproductive. It's that you don't have the right mindset. To succeed in business, you need to move beyond all of the negativity and focus on having an iron strong mindset. Believe me, I get it. Watching countless YouTube videos about other people sharing their success can make you bitter. Deep inside, you start to envy them. You start thinking, why them, not me? You actually start to come up with reasons to hate those people. But who says it can't be you other than yourself? I used to watch so many of those videos dreaming of creating one myself someday. At the lowest point in my life, I came across a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. You obviously know this book, but reading it was like a wake-up call I never knew I needed. It really lit a spark in me, and at that point I decided to channel all my unproductive hours spent on YouTube into something productive. That's when I ended up watching Tai Lopez's video and he introduced me to dropshipping, and the rest is history. Watching another successful entrepreneur who started in his basement made me realize that there's nothing special about these gurus. They're all like us. So never think you can't become one of them. Change your mindset and see the difference that it'll make. But despite this, let me warn you, running a business will never be easy. If you search dropshipping on Google, you will come up with things like how it's easy and effortless. While some may be true, they don't tell you the whole story. Many gurus preach that you just have to set up a website, sell some random product, make some TikToks, and organically, boom, now you're a millionaire. Of course, that's absolute horseshit. Chances are that they're preying on you, trying to get easy clicks. And while their revenue keeps climbing because of your views, your own net worth stays 0. So get it through your head now that there's no such thing as easy money. And let me clarify, the problem isn't with the dropshipping business model. It's with the people who dive into it thinking it's gonna be so easy. But please know that you will have to work your ass off day and night to make real money. And what's more, you'll have to stay on top of changing market trends. The strategy I started my dropshipping business with will not work for you anymore. It doesn't even work for me anymore. So you have to be constantly updated with the latest and greatest dropshipping strategies by watching the right YouTube videos. And let's say you do everything in your power to make your dropshipping business a success, but you still lose money, well, that's business. Fuck-ups will definitely happen no matter how smart you are. I've personally lost more than 6 figures by trying the wrong strategies, scaling too fast, or using the wrong supplier. But despite all these challenges, there's only one thing that's gonna keep you going in the end, and that is discipline. Just relentlessly keep doing it. Don't let any failures hold you back. Try something new and keep doing it until you build your business empire. I suggest going total monk mode. Don't get me wrong, I'm not preaching that you have to stay in it, but in the beginning of your business career, you have to cut out all distractions such as gaming, drinking, partying, all of that shit. That way you can maintain a laser focus instead of a loser focus. To tell you the truth, honestly, my girlfriend and I, who is also my business partner by the way, we did not do this initially. When we found our first lucky winning product, which was a dog harness, we were still playing Fortnite all day long and drinking at night. It was only after we started making our first $50,000 to $100,000, which was painfully slow by the way, that we started to get our shit together. And then reaching the next milestone of $1 million only took half the time. Who knows, maybe we would have reached that $10 million milestone way sooner if we stayed focused from day one. So distractions can be super dangerous, hindering your growth and keeping you in a no money loop. Also, while dropshipping is an easier and more profitable alternative to other ventures, it's still a real business you have to invest time and energy into. And let's be real, easy business ventures are also super competitive. In fact, only 10% of dropshippers become successful in their first year. But you can join that 10% as long as you stay committed. And I know what you're thinking next. What about finding the right products to be successful? Well, newsflash, initially there is no perfect winning product. Please allow me to explain. Many beginners make the mistake of putting way too much effort into building out their first website for this magical product that they think will change the world. Then they launch ads and drive traffic towards it, and most of the time your first product won't work, or it takes an eternity to get the first order. So instead of putting in all that hard work in the beginning to test something of which you have no idea would work, first you want to test a lot of products and keep doing it non-stop. And only when you see a significant increase in a product's conversion rate, for example, you will optimize everything around that product. You will perfect the website, you will add upsells, and just put in more all-around effort to maximize profitability. If you start caring about the small details at first when you're just starting out, you will be caught in two ships and you'll be sailing nowhere. I had to test more than 50 products to find my first winner, but thanks to all the experience I've built up over the years, these days 1 in 5 products is a winner. I still check out hundreds of products per day to reach that outcome, and if you're stuck on product research, then please check out this video I uploaded on the perfect way to find high potential winning products. But the key here is to trust the process and keep testing until you find something that works. But once you find your first winners, a new problem will await you. You will become your own employee. Let's say you're making good sales and scaling your business to new heights. The downside is it'll all come to a stop once you step away from your screen. The process 100% relies on you. Your revenue will only be growing when you're constantly monitoring it. I'm gonna call it as it is, it's not a business. It's a job where you're employed full time. You don't want that, do you? You have to create a workforce. And let me quickly crush another misconception about that. Dividing tasks is not about giving up control, it's about strategic growth. If you are the creative genius behind product research, bringing in someone that can build out your product pages and edit your videos will fully optimize your dropshipping operation. But the trick here is timing. Don't hire too soon, but also don't wait until you're drowning in tasks. I recommend building out your team only when you hit at least 1K per day in sales. And the first person you should hire at that moment is gonna be a customer service rep. Then as soon as you start making 15K a month in profit with at least 2 winning products, you can hire other people such as a product page builder or a video editor or an ads manager. Just remember to keep your team as lean as possible to make it as uncomplicated as possible. The entire chain of command should answer to you as the CEO, and that's the ultimate goal, becoming the CEO of your business instead of just being self-employed. But don't be that CEO that runs your entire dropshipping business into the ground because you've used the wrong fulfillment platform. Never use AliExpress. You know, every person in dropshipping has a horror story with AliExpress, and this is mine. When we started Shopify dropshipping, we used AliExpress at first to fulfill our products, as most people do. It was the #1 choice to use in all the YouTube videos that we watched, with endless options and a fairly easy process. It worked great for a while, but that would not matter eventually because it costed us $15,000, which was literally all of the profit that we made at that time. As COVID hit in 2019, our AliExpress supplier decided to completely fuck us over. He secretly changed the shipping method to a much slower one without telling us. He did that because the shipping cost increased and he didn't want to tell us. If he just told us, we would have completely agreed to pay a little bit extra for the faster shipping, but no, he didn't. So one day we were slowly scaling our first winning product when all of a sudden we got hit with 500 customer service emails at once. All customers were saying that they didn't receive their order yet after waiting for more than 30 days. We had to refund almost all of our orders to satisfy the customers, causing us to burn through our entire profits and start over again. So I learned my lesson not to use AliExpress the hard way, but you don't have to. If you want my private supplier, you can join my free Discord community below and check out the private supplier section. I've been working with these people for more than than 2 years now, and we've done multiple 7 figures in sales with them. My final lesson is the 15-second rule. Statistically speaking, dropshippers have only 15 seconds to grab the customer's attention and get the order. Think of it as the time it takes to watch a couple TikToks. That is all you got to convert a mere browser into a buyer. So how do you fully cache this little time window? By making a killer landing page. And it does not take a lot of work to do this. You can simply use my free funnel template, which is linked below. But at first glance, your landing page should answer all of your customers' questions. In the product title, I will directly mention the benefits the customer will experience when buying my product, so they're immediately hooked into my product page. Then add eye-catching visuals to show the solution, and add some customer testimonials to build trust. And if you are new to my channel, here's a secret. Even though I've made millions with Shopify in the past, I don't believe that's the right strategy anymore. Shopify product pages are barely customizable, and anyone can just copy them, making it much harder to scale. The secret strategy you will hardly ever see in any other YouTube video is to create sales funnels. Right now it has a massive competitive advantage. It's practically a goldmine. And it's only a matter of time before it picks up and becomes mainstream. Already the dropshipping industry is growing insanely fast. As of 2023, it is expected to be valued at $243 billion. This is the first time this business model has surpassed $200 billion. And by 2025, it's expected to reach $375 billion. So there are enough millions to be made. And if you want to join this lucrative business model, now is the time. Now, these 7 lessons or strategies or whatever you want to call them have given you a rough sketch. You should start with a growth mindset and face all challenges head on without being disappointed when you fail. Remember that all your failures only bring you one step closer to success. So go into monk mode, eliminate all distractions, and practice the correct strategy of testing a product first and then caring about the details. Then get yourself a reliable supplier and build out your team in time. If you want to know more, I've built out a complete course on my entire dropshipping strategy, showing you exactly how you can build out your dropshipping business from scratch. And the best news, guys, you don't have to spend your life savings on it. No, it is completely free now. Check the link below to sign up, and who knows, maybe a couple years from now you will be making your own YouTube video sharing your $10 million success story.